Hey, all Kate here from the Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another analysis, and today I'm looking at episode 5 of Hydra Theory, Redacted.mov. Now, this episode is a bit of a short one, taking place after the previous episode and showing another new monster. So anyways, time to get into this. The episode opens up with static, followed by the Ghost Voice logo, followed by a screen that says File Retrieval 2. This gets followed with text that shares the name of the file, the date, server designation, file path, and notes. With the notes saying, found in the CyclonShell archival server at SOL facility. This proves the connection. Now, you may be thinking, what connection? And to answer that, possibly the fact that Seraphix is behind these weird tornadoes. To talk about it, in episode 4 there is a scene that shows land that was flattened by a tornado, followed by the information that Seraphix was buying the land to build a data center. Now, this may just be me being cynical, but would it really be surprising if a corporation that could control tornadoes would use its power to flatten lands and build data centers? After this, the screen blue screens and then cuts to a screen explaining that this is a Seraphix incident report about a CyclonShell survey operation, with some of the text being censored. Another screen with text pops up showing what time the footage takes place, along with some more censored text. The footage cuts to a black and white security footage of the outdoors. A red square appears on the screen, showing that something is there. Followed by the squared area to do a flash thing as a large white flash appears. Followed by the footage going back to normal and seeing that the kaiju from the previous episode is now gone. This is followed by static, a black screen, then more text that updates the time to 9:02 PM and taking the footage to a different location. The footage shows a room and some sort of giant bird cage. White flash appears and the cage is censored. This is where I believe that the kaiju was taken. But this also makes me believe that Seraphix possibly has teleportation technology. After this, we get more text that updates the time to 9:17 PM and takes the footage to the CyclonShell survey team. The logo for CyclonShell pops up, followed by the footage of two dudes in white hazmat suits walking around with flashlights. They continue to walk until the footage cuts out for a bit, returning to the footage of the two men walking, which is followed by the cameraman finding something that is censored. For the little conversation the two men have, the censored object is a human body, followed by the cameraman asking if the death was... Okay, before I continue on, I need to let you all know that this video has no subtitles. This is a bad thing because sometimes I will mishear things. So the cameraman asks the other hazmat suit guy if the death was a paramic or if the death was sacrificial, with the other hazmat suit guy confirming that it was sacrificial, with a censored body being behind him in the background. Other hazmat suit guy confirms that there are 3 dead bodies in the area they're in, followed by information that the sector they're in has a total of 12 dead bodies. Now, when I hear human sacrifice, I think cults. But until it's confirmed visually, I won't be bringing up the cult stuff. The cameraman then says that there are more, and the footage cuts to text updating the time to 9:34 PM, along with the information that a power outage has happened. Now, in my personal opinion, if you're in an area with several dead bodies and the power outage happens, that is your sign to GTFO. The footage cuts to a camera that is obviously offline, followed by text that updates the time to 9:36 PM and explains that mechanical personnel were sent to investigate. The footage seems to show the camera POV of said mechanical personnel inside the facility where the MP confirms that the backup generator is fine to someone he is talking to. The MP walking... The footage shows that the kaiju is gone, and the MP tells the person he is talking to that the stasis chamber is empty. Wait! Before this analysis goes on, this video is brought to you by my Dubby code. You can get 10% off many delicious flavors and cool cups when you use the code EMERALD69 at checkout. So go to Dubby.com and use code EMERALD69 to get 10% off your Dubby order. Back to the video. The woman the MP is talking to says that they are alerting the ground teams about this. I'm going to take a guess and say that the 2 men from earlier are the ground team, and considering they are outside the facility, and the dangerous monster might also be outside of the facility, yeah, those 2 are screwed. Anyways, the footage glitches, then cuts to a news screen that updates the time to 9:37 p.m. and explains that a delocalization emergency was declared. The footage cuts to the cameraman and the other hazmat suit guy as they are called by the woman who informs all ground teams to evacuate. But with the power of hindsight, most of the ground teams aren't making it out of this one. When the woman says the type of delocalization, the monster's name or type of monster is censored. But because I am immature, I like to believe she said the word fucking. The cameraman says, oh shit, but then says the name of the other hazmat suit guy, with the name being Mike. Mike seems to have vanished as the cameraman goes looking for him. The sound of the creature can be heard as the cameraman continues to softly call out for Mike. Look, I know he doesn't want to catch the attention of whatever creature is out there, but maybe try being a little bit louder, just saying. The creature roar can be heard as the cameraman starts running, the footage glitches a little and then cuts back to the cameraman running until he is not only seems to be in the area that Hunter was in the previous episode, but he also comes across a piece of bloody cloth. Cameraman looks up to see a ripped hazmat suit with blood on them as the creature is heard in the background. Now, before we continue on, I don't know why I think this, but this scene reminds me of something you would see in Blair Witch. Anyways, the cameraman runs, but then turns around to see a rejected Midwest Angelica monster that kind of reminds me of Screech from Doors. But when the cameraman turns around, he comes across one of the green orbs, the footage glitches, cutting back to the footage to see that the cameraman has escaped. Screen, blue screens, followed by text that updates the time to 9:42 p.m., explaining that the monster stasis has been confirmed, followed by the camera footage of the SOO facility. The cameras are still offline until they come back on and show the cage from earlier, the creature being back in the cage. After this, a note pops up saying, most of the files relating to this have been wiped. This was the only file left. Whoever that was being transferred to as redacted seems to be the same thing seen in Hunter's video taken on the same day. Also, this proves CyclonShell is a shell for Seraphix. The name would be funny if this wasn't so messed up. This is followed by the Ghost Voice logo and the video ends. Now with that out of the way, time to go over the website since it has gotten the new updates. Hello, it is I. So yeah, welcome back to the export website, the export archive website. Obviously we still have this, and we also have this, but now we have this. So as you can see, it still has the same top information, but these two have been changed, and also there's more stuff down here. So anyways, yeah, I'm not going to read this because I've already read this one before. I'm going to read this and the rest of it. So, whew, okay. The Hydra Theory, as theorized by Graves, states that violent storm patterns, including tornado outbreaks, are connected through an underlying phenomenon. Through rainwater samples and data collected from vortices produced during the Texas super outbreak, Hunter was able to gather more information about this undying phenomenon. The rainwater collected from the anomalistic tornado shows the presence of a highly concentrated energetic substance. The substance appears to be the source of the green glow seen in many of the storms. Further tests on the substance will be necessary to understand its properties. And I believe that this is the substance, which honestly, I really do like this image. I don't lie, it feels like this would be the background of like some soda ad from the 2000s. And we have Hunter's blog. So this is on 6/29/2005. Hey everyone, this is Hunter Graves. Right now I'm in the process of analyzing the rainwater samples from the Texas storms. It's shaping up to be pretty strange. I think the glow is originating from a special kind of energized substance. We'll update you with a video when I get more data. Thank you all for the tremendous support recently. I didn't expect the site to blow up like this. However, I think the internet fame has garnered me some unwanted attention. For the last 2 days, I've seen this unmarked white van follow me around. Picture below. Which, yeah, that's not, suspicious. Which, look, I'm not saying you should spy on someone, or stalk, like, okay, spying on someone and stalking someone, No, never do. But if you're going to do it, don't do it in an unmarked white van, because this vehicle is the most suspicious vehicle you could have. Like, look, I'm glad it doesn't have free candy written on it, but even then, I think that actually no, that wouldn't be better. But still, why, like, maybe use like a different van, maybe like make it look like, I don't know, like a repair service van or something. I don't know, just saying, would make things less suspicious. But yeah, anyways, at first I saw it was a stalker or somebody from the internet trying to follow me around. I didn't think much of it. Well, with hindsight, it's definitely someone following them around. But then it started getting weird, and they started parking outside overnight. I definitely saw people in the van at like 4 a.m., and it would never move throughout the night. I'm starting to get a little freaked out. And then yesterday I saw the van stop on a back road next to a storm chaser car marked CyclonShell. Did some digging around and found out CyclonShell has been doing research on the storms as well. They even produced a documentary recently. Just a rival storm chaser group trying to get intel on me. Lol, this isn't Twister. Alright, obviously photo evidence. And yeah, that's everything. So, yeah, that is currently everything we have on the website. Yeah, obviously, Serifex and CyclonShell, which is actually CyclonShell. Yeah, that's right, I've been mispronouncing it this entire time. I'm sorry. But yeah, so back to the video. Now with that out of the way, I'm going to go over a theory I have, and then I will go over the updated timeline. My theory is that Serifex/CyclonShell have some sort of teleportation technology. Since they are definitely a part of the reason the tornadoes are going on, I believe that they have the tech to be able to teleport things like monsters. And the more I thought about it when writing this script, this tech also must be how they are able to send out the tornadoes. Now, with my theory out of the way, time to talk about the updated timeline. July 28th, 2004, the Primario Maelstrom. August 2004, Archive Video 2. May 3rd through May 6th, 2005. 28 tornadoes attack. May 4th through 6th, 2005. Glowing tornado sightings. May 8th, 2005. Twin tornado incident. May 12th, 2005. Hunter is being followed. June 24th, 2005. Texas super outbreak. June 24th, 2005. CyclonShell survey operations. November 14th, 2005. Inside solenoid.mov. And November 17th, 2005. Dataset info acquired. So yeah, that was my analysis of redacted.mov. What are your thoughts on this episode? Feel free to tell me in the comment section below because I enjoyed the interactions. So anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye! Hello! It is I, Kate of T3 Productions, and in this special video, or segment of the video, I have a special announcement. And what could that announcement be? That's right, I have brand new merchandise! Again! So, you're probably curious, Kate, what is this brand new merchandise that you have? Well, I have shirts, hoodies, stickers, a duffel bag, and button pins. Yeah, look how exciting that is. And I also have some epic mouse pads that will totally increase your gaming capability. Obviously, all this stuff was designed by me, yours truly, so, you know, because of that, there's a chance you might get bullied for wearing some of this merch. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What matters is, all of this merch looks pretty freaking sick in my personal opinion because, you know, I designed it. So, yeah. So, go down in the link in the description where you can buy my heckin' eepin' oppin' epic merchandise.